Hello everyone, myself Navneet Kumar Singh and I am teaching you heat and mass transfer for your GATE examination. So my dear students, let us see if there will be, like we have seen for the constant surface heat flux. Okay, so in pipe there cannot be conditions when both the things will happen simultaneously, that is constant heat flux and constant surface temperature. So we have seen the case of constant heat flux. Let us see the constant surface temperature case. That is your case second, my dear students. Case second, and that is your constant surface temperature case. And this will happen when? So only this will occur when there will be a phase change. So we can say when a fluid is undergoing. So this will happen when a fluid is undergoing phase change. Phase change, my dear students. And also you have seen this will occur in boilers, in condensers, and also in evaporators, my dear students. Evaporators. So how convection will occur there? Let us see. Okay. Now, if surface temperature of the pipe or tube is constant, what will happen? Let us see. So now let us consider a pipe, my dear students. And this pipe is having now constant surface temperature. This pipe is having now constant surface temperature. So what is happening? Like temperature of this pipe is constant now. So temperature of this pipe is Ts is equal to constant now, my dear students. So let us see. So in heat exchangers also we have seen. So but now we are doing the convection analysis, that how much heat will be transferred. Now the hot fluid, or we can say the surface temperature of this is constant now. That is Ts is equal to constant, my dear students. Okay. Now what will happen? So if surface temperature is high and cold fluid is entering, what will happen? Heating will be there, my dear students. So let us see, cold fluid is entering this. Let us see the cold fluid is entering inside this tube or this pipe. So that cold fluid will have some inlet, let us say this is entering with some mass, and this will also have some inlet temperature, my dear students. So cold fluid will enter at some inlet temperature, and what will happen? Slowly the temperature of this will increase. The temperature of the cold fluid will increase up to exit, my dear students, up to exit, and this will be your T exit, the exit temperature of the fluid, my dear students. Okay. So also you have seen that mean temperature of the fluid is now changing. How you will see? Let us see. Let us see. That is your Q you have seen, that is heat flux is equal to H into Ts minus Tm. Ts minus Tm, my dear students. And in the first case, that Ts was like Ts was changing. It was not constant. But now what we have done is we have taken it constant. So as Ts is constant, that means that as the heat transfer will increase, your Tm will increase, my dear students. Yes or no? As the heat flux will increase, your Tm will increase, my dear students. And now heat flux is not constant. That Q is not equal to constant, my dear students. Is not equal to constant. Okay. So let us see. The Tm is also increasing. Like this, some Tm is also increasing. Or you can take, this is nothing but your Tm, my dear students. This is nothing but your Tm. This temperature is nothing but for your Tm. So let us consider an element. Let us consider an element here where there is a heat transfer. Let us say if there is a heat transfer. So what I am considering is, I am considering an element here of constant surface temperature, which is having some constant surface temperature Ts, and temperature of this, let us take, if length of this pipe is L, and I am taking or considering the element of dx, my dear students. Okay, now the temperature here will be what? Tm plus delta Tm, yes or no? And temperature of this surface will be nothing but Tm, my dear students. That is the mean temperature we have considered already. So now let us see what will happen. So by, if I will do the energy balance, what will happen? Let us see. First of all, so as the fluid will enter the pipe, my dear students, at this section, at section 1, as the fluid will enter, it will start gaining what? Gaining heat, my dear students. It will start gaining heat, or slowly, let us say the surface will lose heat, and let us say condensation is occurring there. Condensation of steam. So at outside, let us say condensation of steam is occurring. Now, at the inlet, when cold fluid is entering, it will start gaining heat. It is gaining heat, continuously gaining heat. So from this, continuously it is gaining heat, my dear students. Yes or no? And that's why the fluid temperature is increasing. Fluid temperature is increasing, my dear students. Yes or no? Now, let us do the energy balance, my dear students. Let us do the energy balance. So, by doing energy balance, or let us take energy balance equation, energy balance, doing energy balance, or let us say energy balance, I am doing like this. So let us take this area is AS, which is given by pi d into dx. Yes or no? So can I have the energy balance for this small element, my dear students? Yes, for this small element. So if I will do the energy balance for this small element, what will be the heat lost by the hot fluid, heat lost by surface, by hot fluid or surface, or we can say surface of the wall, will be equal to heat gained by the cold fluid, heat gained by the cold fluid. Yes or no? So this will be heat gained by the cold fluid, my dear students. So this will be your energy balance equation. Now let us use this. So what is the heat lost by the fluid? This will be nothing but Q. This will be nothing but Q into pi d into dx, my dear students. This will be nothing but Q into pi d into dx, my dear students. And what will be this? Let us see. So we can calculate that heat lost, Q lost will be equal to, nothing but H into pi d into dx multiply by surface temperature at this minus the mean temperature. So let us say if surface temperature is Ts for this, and for this small element the mean temperature of fluid is Tm, my dear students. So can I write like this is Ts minus Tm? Yes or no? Can I write this is Ts minus Tm? Yes. Now heat gained by the cold fluid is equal to how much? This will be nothing but m dot of cold fluid into Cp and multiplied by Ts minus. So this one, that is gaining heat. So this is, the temperature is increasing from Tm to Tm plus delta Tm. So let us take, this will be Tm plus delta Tm minus Tm. Yes or no, my dear students? Yes, this will be minus Tm. So this and this will go. What I will be left with? Let us see. So this will become how much? Let us see. So this will become equal to H into pi d into dx. Can I take this term this side? Yes. So this will become m dot Cp divided by H into, or let us take directly that will be delta Tm divided by Ts minus Tm, my dear students. Okay, now let us rearrange the terms. So rearranging the terms, and integrating, what I will have, let us see. So rearranging the terms, and integrating above equation, what I will have, let us see. So this will become, I am taking, so what I have to integrate, that is the element dx, and what will the heat gained by the total fluid? This will be from x equal to 0 to x equal to L, my dear students. Yes or no? This will be like this. So this will become equal to how much? Let us see. So I will rearrange the terms. So this will become nothing but h into pi d divided by m dot cp. M dot cp is equal to, multiply by dx is equal to delta tm by ts minus tm. Delta tm by ts minus tm. So what are the boundary conditions? At x equal to 0, what is the temperature? T is equal to Ti, my dear students, Ti. At x equal to L, what is the temperature? T is equal to T exit. Okay. Now let us put the term. So if you will see delta Tm, this is what? Ts minus Tm. So if I want to have Ts minus Tm outside, so what I have to do? I have to write it like d of Ts minus Tm divided by Ts minus Tm, my dear students. But what will happen when you will differentiate it? You will have Ts minus Tm means delta Tm, and minus will come outside. So to balance this sign, I will use minus here, my dear students. I will use minus here, and I will take this term to this side. So this will become d of Ts minus Tm divided by Ts minus Tm is equal to minus of h into pi d divided by m dot cp into dx. And when I will integrate this term from Ti to Te, and this term from 0 to L, because everything is constant, this term is constant. So what I will have, let us see. So this equation will become equal to, let us see. So if I will integrate, that is nothing but dx upon x. This will become ln, my dear students. So ln of Ts minus Tm, and this will be Ti to Tm. Ti to T exit, my dear students. T exit, because Tm will vary from Ti to T exit, T inlet to T exit. So this will become minus of h into pi d L divided by m dot Cp, my dear students. So if I will put the values, I will have ln of Ts minus Tm divided by Ts minus Te divided by Ts minus Ti is equal to minus of h into pi d L by m dot Cp. So this equation will become equal to how much? Let us see. So this will become that Ts minus T exit divided by T surface minus T inlet will be equal to e to the power minus of h into pi d L divided by m dot Cp. So we can analyze now that the surface temperature and exit temperature is changing exponentially. Although the surface temperature is constant, but the exit temperature and inlet temperature is changing exponentially, my dear students. Exponentially, my dear students. And from this equation, you can easily calculate the exit temperature, surface temperature, and dl, mass, h, etc. Okay. So this was your, when the surface of the particular tube or pipe is constant, my dear students. So thank you so much.